Chad Reed will never race again. Hey everybody, Walter Wallners, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's bar-banging topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very crazy moto times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, Chad Reed. Whew, my gosh, Chad, what are you doing? Chad, my gosh, pack it in, my brother. This dude needs a job in the industry. Somebody please give Chad Reed a job in the industry so he stops going out there and thinking that he can actually compete again. Dude, his mind, he still has it. And that's what happens when I guess me, like I'm older than Chad, way older. I go ride these days. My mind still knows everything. But the body, dude, it's not, the reflexes aren't as quick. And boy, if you go down now, it's not like you just do a nice little tuck and roll and pop up onto your feet and trot right out of a crash. No, you get body slammed, and we saw that. Chad, that's a crash that Chad did on that step-on section. And I know I've seen some reports that it was bike malfunction. Probably was. But the reality is it doesn't matter. Take your pick. Chad shouldn't have been out there. He had no business being out there. I think his family dynamic, that he still wants to be the hero to the kids. The wife still likes the limelight. He's a racer. I mean, I get it. But dude, listen. The dude is out of shape, and he's out of race shape. He's still a young enough dude to do a lot of things, but not race at that level. That was a crash that most riders walk away from in their 20s. But when you're in your 30s, pushing 40, to go over the bars and have a 200-pound bike want to tangle up with you and land on the pavement and the asphalt and the cement of the stadium, you don't even need that, the hard-packed dirt. That was ugly. I feel bad for Mr. Chad Reed because he continues to somehow think, and I get it. He thinks that he can still. This was an audition. We talked about this. This is why World Supercross was so important, and it'll continue to be. It's an audition for riders, and their camps trying to cheer them on to tell them maybe this can get them a ride for the, upcoming 2023 season. Maybe they can parlay this into a career. At best, like a Brayton move. Brayton's the smartest one out of all these veterans. He knows, he's like, dude, even Brayton's fitness is on point. He's as old as Chad, I think. If not, he's pretty close. He could go out there and still race level, but even him, he's like, no way, I'm done. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's a numbers game. It's not if you're going to get hurt in this sport. It's when and how bad. And Chad Reed just took his last fall, my friends. I'm just telling you right now, as a forward thinker, a critical thinker, somebody who's worked in and around the industry for many years, he's done. Our friend Chad Reed will never race again. That was a big hit for an old guy. He's pretty jacked. Big injuries. I think surgeries are needed. If not, the heal-up time is with whatever is going on. He's not coming back. He can't rebound from this one, and he shouldn't. This was a money grab. It was a promotional race from a new series that probably has a 5-year plan. He's got a lot of bugs to work out, but at the end of the day, they did a good job of putting riders on the track. I like the fact that they did Eli, the current champ, the most dominating rider that we currently have, to Kenny Boy, who's got a little drama circling around with him as he's now being shuffled out of Honda. He's no longer Honda's poster boy, to McElrath, Seeley, Grant, Reed, you name it. This goes on and on. There's a lot of guys, ex-factory riders and race winners and champions that they brought off the couch to come race. And this was an audition. And I think for poor Chad Reed, he had some outside or insider influences, his camp, that said, Chad, let's go out and race. Maybe we can build, relaunch your career. And, he just couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He's lucky this happened now, actually. He's lucky that this happened now when it did. Because in the next round in Australia, it could have been worse. He could have cased a triple and broke something more. I want to say it because in this sport, you got to have a little bit of superstition. Anytime you throw your leg over a dirt bike, you're testing fate. But it's an awesome sport. That's why we love it so much. That's why I continue to kind of be shocked at the industry, the politics. These riders are out there risking their lives every time the gate drops, and it's getting more dangerous and dangerous and dangerous as social media now is so polarizing. We want to be shocked. We need shock value, or we don't want to watch, and that's why American Supercross started to fail, because it became watered down, manufactured, organized by people who don't love the sport the way they do. They only love money. Riders are nothing more than a data point for them to weigh how much money they can make and sell. And it backfired on them. They can't get a television network. No more Fox, no more ESPN, nothing. This is going to be streaming time. And I get it. Everything's streaming now. But that's just the reality. And final thoughts. Our friend Chad Reed is done. We're going to see no more racing from Chad Reed, in my opinion, ever again. At best, he does opening ceremonies like maybe a Ricky used to do. That would be cool. I could see Chad Reed, if somebody needs to give him a job, like I said, I could see Chad Reed being a trackside Daniel Bear, Ricky style track reporter. Get him down on the field, on the A1, down in the whoops section, talking about the whoops. Bring him out to do, a parade lap. That's what Supercross really needs. Wouldn't you love that? For me personally, instead of bringing out the top riders and letting them go to do a parade lap, bring me out. I know McGrath can still go throw a knack over a triple. I know Ricky can go do a double can. I know Reed can go out there and do a lap around a Supercross track. That's it, though. You can't line these guys up again with these kids that are out there twisting the throttle off the bike in the ways that Reed paid the ultimate price. Reed, you are done, my friend. As much as I love and respect you, and I think you've got a career in the industry, I don't think it's any longer at that level of competitive racing. It came up. Grant, it's the same thing for you, my friend. Love you. Grant has a little more of it, I think, a shot than maybe a Reed, because Reed's just old, out of shape. He's got a full plate. He's been through a lot, right? So we've seen too many ex-people in a lot of sports try to hang on, not knowing when to tap out, family pressure, whatever the case may be. But that's, in fact, what's going on. I think we've seen the last of Reed. I'll continue to be a fan. I'll continue to support that guy however I can. I suggest all of you do the same, because we owe a lot. The sport owes a lot to Reed. Reed was part of the sport during the heyday of the sport, and that's what we ultimately want to see, is the sport continue to be dominant the way it used to be when Reed used to be in his heyday. If you appreciate the content, I do want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media link is in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars today. I will see you on the next video.